Hello and welcome to Little Blessings Online. This is your baby and toddler group whenever you want it and wherever you are in the world. So glad you could join us. My name's Jo.
And I'm Andy B.
And if you would like to stay in touch with all that we do, then do like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can sign up for our website and you will not miss all the cool stuff that we do.
I'm excited now.
Yeah, I know. So Little Blessings today, I'm very excited. It's got lions in it.
Like we haven't got Dave in the studio today because if Dave was here, he wouldn't be having a good day because Dave isn't a big fan of cats. And we're looking at cats and lions and big cats and small cats.
Yeah.
So we found some photos for you of different types of cats. And like we said, Dave is not here. Otherwise, he would be freaking out right now. So here's our first picture of a lion. This is a big man lion. You can tell by the mane. So he's the leader of the pack. Sleeps a lot, but has to fight when he has to. Not a good job. I wouldn't want that job. And now we've got a tiger. I found this one, interestingly, this is a white tiger. So we always think of tigers as being orange skinned, a bit like lions. But actually, there are white tigers and white lions. And we've seen some white lions at a safari park.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the photo.
Oh.
All right, so this next one, I wonder if you know what this is. Is it a cheetah or is it a leopard, Jo?
Oh, crumbs. Is that a leopard?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, hollow spots is how I always think. Cheetah has solid spots, a leopard has hollow spots. That's my thought. And then Dave's nemesis is our next photo. This is what Dave does not like. Dave the dog does not like little pussycats. He gets very upset.
So cute.
Yeah, but Dave doesn't see it that way.
No, he doesn't, does he?
No, dogs don't like cats very often. They don't always get on. So there you go, some lions and cats.
Yeah, fantastic.
Big cats, little cats. And we have got some story time later.
Yeah.
But not yet. No, we haven't yet.
Yeah, story time first,
next.
isn't
In fact, Dave the dog. Yes, pre-recorded Dave the dog. Here we go.
For story time today, it's Daniel and those lions. But first of all, let's call up Dave the dog. Dave!
You're right.
Well, that's a close-up of you, isn't it?
I'm going to press something.
Going to press something. Are you all ready for the story?
Oh.
Excellent. Do you know what it's about today? You don't. It's about Daniel and the lions.
Ain't lions like cats?
Yeah, big cats. Yeah.
I don't like cats.
You don't like cats? No, this is big cat. Sorry about that, Dave. But I think you'll enjoy the story because it's a good ending. Okay, and we like Daniel, don't you? Because Daniel's a good guy. He's
Daniel's
a nice guy.
Awesome.
He's awesome. He is. He's
it
lovely.
a good story because them lions are replaced by dogs?
Well, let's find out, shall we? So, Daniel and those lions. Well, so there's a new king in town. in this time in Daniel's life, and this king's kind of getting everything organised in the government, and he's actually really likes Daniel. Daniel is so good. He wants to make him like in charge of over all of the government. But you see, the problem is the people in the government didn't like this idea. I think they were jealous. I think they didn't like Daniel because he was so good. So they were trying to find ways to criticize him, trying to find ways to put him down. And they looked and couldn't find any reason why he was a bad person, because Daniel's a good guy, isn't he? He's really nice.
Oh, he's awesome.
He was. He's trustworthy. He's responsible. He's good at his job. And he's very loyal to the king.
Yeah, so, that angel out and all day. That angel that was a bit slow needed a cup of coffee.
He did. He helped the angel out. He's just a really good guy. So they couldn't find anything about him that would get him into trouble with the king.
I have that problem.
Are you good? Are you a good dog? You're a good dog.
I'm always good, me are.
Okay, that's really nice. So, do you know what they did?
We're here again, Amy. I don't know the story, and you asking me if I know what happened.
They schemed to try and get Daniel into trouble. So they went to the king and they said, "Long live the king." Sorry?
That ain't good.
No, this isn't good. This is the bad bit of the story. You ready for it? They said, "Long live the king."
It's another scary story.
Well, in a story, you have a plot, don't you? You have the bad guys and the good guys, and these are the bad guys trying to do something. But, listen, because, it's going to go slightly bad, but it's a good ending. Trust me. All right?
I'll just wait here a minute then.
So they go to the king. They say, "Long live the king. Look, we've had this idea. Why don't you have a law for the next 30 days? Everyone has to pray only to you. They can't pray to anybody else, whether it's human or a god. They have to pray to you."
I'll be all right because I can't count past 3.
30 days.
I accidentally got to 4 the other day, but I've forgotten how I did it.
Well, 30 days is a whole month. Basically...
Is that a month in doggy years?
Yeah, slightly different in doggy years, isn't it? But it's a long time. It's a whole month without being able to pray to Daniel's God. And when you put a law back then, if they put a law and the king signed it, and he did, he says, "Okay, that sounds like a good idea," and he signed it. As soon as he signed it, you can't change it. That's a law then. That has to happen. And what the law also said
sounds super simple, that.
Well, it does, but the only problem was the law was that if people didn't pray to him, they would be thrown into the lions. That's where the lions come in. That was the punishment. You have to go and
play with the lions. That's like that's a nightmare to me, playing with them lions.
Yeah, well, the lions would be hungry, you see, and they wouldn't be nice to you. They weren't nice lions. When you get thrown into the lions, it's a punishment. It isn't like a fun thing.
I knew I didn't like cats.
Yeah, so it was a bad thing. If you didn't obey this law for 30 days, you were going to end up in the lion's den. So they obviously watched Daniel, and Daniel always prayed 3 times a day. He'd open his window, he'd get down on his knees, and he'd pray to God. And so these
He's
governors...
He's a brave man, that Daniel.
Well, he just carried on. Because it was important to him to pray. Because remember, he's a good prayer, and nothing was going to stop him praying to his God. Well, these officials, these people who tricked the king, what's the matter?
Thought I heard a fly.
Okay, so there's a few about, isn't there? So yeah, where was I? You lost me on my story. So yeah,
I'm good at that.
So they saw him praying, and they went back to the king and they said, "Oh, Daniel's been praying. He's gone against the law. He has to be thrown into the lions." And the king was really upset. He was like, "Oh, Daniel's my favourite guy. He's so good. I feel really upset."
He didn't think that one through, did he, that king?
He didn't, did he? But he did get tricked. There was lots of them, and they were like making it out like it's a really good idea, to be fair on him, and they tricked him. And so he was really upset. So he had no choice, because
he needs some better wise people. They ain't very wise.
They're not, are they?
They just seem to say what they're supposed to.
Oh, they are rubbish, aren't they? So anyway, he's got this problem. Because remember, when you make a law, you can't do anything about it. He signed it. That's it. It has to happen. So even the king couldn't do anything about it. So he had to send his best man, Daniel, into the lions. And that was a very, very sad day. Do you know what? The king couldn't sleep. He didn't want any entertainment. He couldn't sleep. And I bet
Daniel couldn't sleep neither.
Well, it's funny you should say that. We'll find out what happens to Daniel, because they basically threw him in and put the stone in front so he couldn't get out. into these lions. And so the king got up early the next day to go and find out what happened, was hoping that his God had saved him. And he was absolutely fine, Daniel. In fact, he was just sitting there with the lions, happy. They were happy lions who just sat with him all night.
I didn't know you could get happy cats. Yes. Everyone I meet's grumpy.
Well,
this is happening and tries to scratch me.
Well, you see, God helped Daniel and made the lions not hungry and made them tame and made them just sit nicely with Daniel, you see.
Did he give them a ball of string?
Maybe something like that. Maybe he just fed them or something, but they didn't eat or hurt Daniel. In fact, there wasn't even a scratch. You know, cats can scratch, can't they, sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah, they got like scratchy claws, haven't they?
I've got history with cats.
Oh, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about it?
Not really.
Oh, well, Daniel didn't even have a scratch on him, which is amazing. And anyway, the king was like so upset that he'd gone in.
Do you know how I stop a cat?
How do you stop a cat?
I go with a glass of water everywhere.
What? Oh, don't they like water? Oh, gee, that's... Oh, dear. So
Tell him I got to have a swim. That'll do it.
Have you chucked water at a cat before, have you? You had to do it?
Isn't that animal cruelty?
Oh, so you just hold it there just in case, to protect yourself?
Mostly.
Mostly. Well, maybe like these lions, maybe they put some water there as well. But anyway, Daniel was safe, not a scratch on him. And the king was very upset with all those government officials who tried to trick him. And do you know what happened to them?
Did they have to go and play with the cats and all?
They did. They got chucked into the lion's den. Only the lions weren't in a good mood when they got thrown in, and so we didn't see them again. And
you can use a laser pointer too.
Oh yeah.
Cats aren't very clever.
That. Follow it, don't they?
They ain't like dogs. We're super smart.
You wouldn't follow the dot then? What about a stick? What would you do with a stick?
With a stick. Would it? That's cruel, that.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think lions follow sticks, do they? They just follow the light.
Chasing dogs means I'm clever. Chasing a ball of string means you ain't.
Okay, there's a difference between a cat and a dog, isn't there?
There's a big
Absolutely.
difference. Dogs are good.
So that's a happy ending, isn't it? Because Daniel was promoted and he prospered and everything went well, and the king really liked Daniel's God. And
I don't think it was happy ending for them wise men that was having to go play with them cats.
Well, they got their just desserts, didn't they? I mean, they deserved that, didn't they? They were trying to get Daniel killed, weren't they? So they ended up getting killed themselves.
Oh, I suppose.
It's their own fault, wasn't it, really? They walked into it.
I'm going to have nightmares now about playing with cats.
Will you? Oh, you don't have to have nightmares because God will be with you. And you know, we don't have lions in this country, do we? Not in the United Kingdom. Oh. Well, there's some in the zoo.
I saw one in a zoo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they should be kept in, shouldn't they? Shouldn't come out.
They better be.
So yeah, great story. What did you think of that?
I don't like cats.
What about the story though, Daniel, and all that happened? What do you think?
I think the king needs a dog. But I think it's on a kind of interesting aid.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's really interesting how the lions didn't hurt Daniel. That is absolutely amazing. And all good in the end.
That's kind of fabulous, that.
Fabulous. So,
I've been working on my ventriloquism.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Go on then, have a practice. Oh, I think
is that better now?
It's slightly better. I think I'm starting to get what you're saying.
You need to know how to speak, Dave.
Keep practicing, Dave.
Always.
All right, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, to roll a bit.
Bye for now.
Bye.
And that's story time.
I'm still wiping the tears from laughing at that one. Anyway, Dave the dog and cats, they don't get on very well. So we're moving on now to song time. And of course, it has to be the animals going in 2 by 2. And then a song that we rewrote, which is 3 Blind Mice, which is about 3 mice, animals, kind of like cats and mice. Yeah, cats and mice aren't quite so popular with each other, but, well, the cats like the mice. Anyway, and then we rewrote it, and it's called Trinity. The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 2 by 2, the elephant and the kangaroo, and they all went into the hut just as God had said. The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 2 by 2, the elephant and the kangaroo, and they all went into the hut just as God had said. The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 2 by 2, the elephant and the kangaroo, and they all went into the hut just as God had said. Trinity, made of 3. See what they made, see what they made. They made the sun and the moon and stars, made the trees and the birds and flowers, made the wind and the rain and sun. They made you and me. Trinity, made of 3. See what they made, see what they made. They made the sun and the moon and stars, made the trees and the birds and flowers, made the wind and the rain and sun. They made you and me. Trinity, made of 3. See what they made, see what they made. They made the sun and the moon and stars, made the trees and the birds and flowers, made the wind and the rain and sun. They made you and me.
Wow, I hope you could keep up with those actions there. Lots of counting on your fingers. But actually, practice makes perfect. So if you
He
keep
could do
doing
those
that,
actions.
He could, yeah.
He hasn't got
counting.
fingers, but he can count to 3.
Count to 3, so that's good. I hope you enjoyed that. Now it's time for art time, and we've got a great picture to do, so have a look at this. For art time today, we thought we'd just do a really simple colouring. And as you can see, we've got 3 different types of colouring that you can get from our internet, from the Berry Bunch site. Here, we've done one earlier. Peter coloured this in with crayons. With this one, we've got an angel on it, and there's Daniel in amongst those lions. They seem to be giving him a big lick there. And I've chosen this picture with 2 lions, and Daniel's there praying, because we've really concentrated on the story of Daniel being saved, and the lions were friendly to him. They liked him, which is nice. Now, I'm going to choose paints. So I've only got red, yellow, black and green. Maybe you've got more paints at home, and I've got paintbrushes. So basically, you just need the colouring sheet, or maybe you can draw some lions yourself and whatever you want to colour it in with. Now I've got some paintbrushes, so I'm going to start, I think, with my lion here and colour him in here. Paint. I haven't painted for a long time. I'm hoping I'm not going to go over the sides. And there we go. I think I might use a bigger brush because that one was going to take a long time. So I've got a bigger brush here to whoosh all the colour in there with the body. With this lion. I've got 2 lions on this picture. If you wanted more lions, there's 3 on that one. And there we go. Oh, that's lovely, that is. I think that painting is very relaxing. So it doesn't matter how old or young you are. I'm sure you will enjoy painting these lions. Oops, I've gone over the place. I probably should have used a smaller brush there. Oh, I've got a bit of black. I'm going to use a black. I know the black nose is already there, but I'm going to make it even more black for the nose. Like that. What else can I paint black? Carry on with the bodies. There we go. 1, 2. And obviously you can spend lots of time. Oh, I think what I'll do, and I've got some water here to get rid of that colour. I'm going to do the mane in red. There we go. Nice vibrant colours. Go around the mane. How's that looking now? There we go. Oh, I did his in red. And then, I think, because I've only got green, there's another colour. Poor old Peter's going to have a green outfit. I'm not sure he would have worn a green outfit, but I don't know actually. He might have. There we go. Of course, you can colour your Daniel in whatever colour you would like. There we go. Oh, I'll tell you what, I don't know what colour Daniel's hair was, but I've only got yellow, so I'll do blonde hair. And there we are. Oh, maybe I'll do a little bit more black on the ears. There you go. So I hope you enjoy colouring in the picture of Daniel and the lions.
Simple, to the point, and ta-da. So, if you want to do those paintings, you can draw your own line. You can find your own pictures of lines to colour in. But we've also got on the website for you a download that you can download and print those lines. And if you look in the description to this video, you will see a link to our website where you can find those images so you can download them and print them for yourselves.
So it's come to the end of this episode. Thank you for joining us. We've got a couple of things to show you that we are up to. So take a look at this video.
We love making resources for you to inspire you that you can use in your situation, your home, your church, your family church. Resources that can inspire you, that you can stream, share and download. And we love making it free that everybody can access whatever they may well need. But perhaps there's something we haven't yet covered that you really want us to do. Perhaps a Dave the Dog story for your Sunday school or all-age service on a particular Bible topic. Get in touch and let us know, and we'll see what we can do. Any monies that we make from commissions like this go straight back into Berry Bunch to make everything else that we do stay free. So let us know what you need. Get in touch.
There you go, something to think about. Nice relaxing music there as well. And we've also got one more video to show you. Now, actually, this might be for more bigger people, isn't it? Adults, mums and dads, or people who are married or thinking of getting married. Watch this video. In celebration of our 25th wedding anniversary, Berry Bunch launches Marriage Matters.
Marriage Matters is real life, it's real talk, and it's keeping it real. So real life, this is our own life as a married couple of, at this point, 25 years, and how God's been faithful to us through that. Real talk, we talk about real issues in life, in the world, in our own marriage, and stuff that you've probably got going on in your marriage, whether you're married, not, or thinking about getting married. And keeping it real, we're not here to just talk rubbish. We're here to talk about real stuff. So it's going to be real stories, real things going on. And hopefully to encourage you in your marriage.
Yeah, we want to talk about marriage. We want to work on our marriage because marriage matters. That's great. I hope you can join us for that. So it's time to go now, end of this episode. We will be back next week for more fun. It's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye for now. There are loads of ways to keep in touch with the Berry Bunch. Visit our website and make sure you sign up to the blog and get notified on all our videos, posts, exciting news and seasonal events. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get told when we post brand new video resources. Take a look over Ding Dash, a fabulous place that connects people from all over the world. Like us on Facebook, where we hang out and post extra stuff to encourage and inspire you. We're on Instagram too and share extra photos when we're out and about. And if you're enjoying, using or sharing what we do, visit us over on Patreon and you can become part of the extended Berry Bunch family by supporting us with the cost of all we do.